No matter how ugly, maltreated, imbalanced, discontent, worthless, lost in lack you may feel, or I should say we may feel, it's not always like that. We have to remind ourselves, we have to speak to the part of ourself that is okay, that is worthy, that is in abundance, that is full of energy, that is ready to take on the universe, that is infinite, that is grateful. There's always a choice to live in this tiny bubble of comfortability or fear or not enough or too much even, but there's also this other part, there's this other path that we get to choose. It's not as if that these paths are different. It's not as if that these paths diverge in a sense that we think of a normal pathway. They're always parallel. They're right next to each other. And we have the choice to jump into one or jump into the other. Most of the time, we're in the other one. We're always just falling back into this fear, into this lack, into this unknown. But the more we tell ourselves, I don't know, the more we tell ourselves, it's okay, the more we tell ourselves, the universe is infinite. There are infinite tries. There is infinite do-overs. There is abundance through and through. There is prosperity through and through. That there is balance through and through. The more we tell ourselves that, the more we walk in that path, in alignment, in the holistic timeline. There is no such thing as a distorted and a holistic timeline. But in order to communicate these feelings and thoughts that we are having in the astrals all the time, we have to put them into these limited terms that we know as polarity or imbalance or justice, because these things on a cosmological scale don't exist, but because we have an ego, because we have a human experience, it's needed. And the more we actually talk about these things, the more we experience these things and are willing to experience these things, the more the universe is willing to open up for us. The more we open up to the universe, the more the universe opens up to us. We have to remind ourselves, we have to remind our ego to shut up once in a while, to open up once in a while. It's always happening. It's all relative. There is no this or that. It's all here and now. The here and now is not here and now anymore. It's already past. It's already there. We just have to focus on who we are, what we are doing, where we want to go, not where we think we're going, not where this is more comfortable for me. No. We have to focus on what we're doing right now, on who we are as a being, not as the beingness in which we think we may be. No, you're making it complicated in your head. I do this on a daily basis. Okay, that's not the thing. That's too much. That you're going through a Rolodex of thoughts at this point. No, it's just... It's so fundamentally simple that we get caught up in thinking that it's more than that, that it's less than that it's simple. There are no words. There are no words to describe what it is that I'm trying to give you right now. There are no words to describe what you're receiving right now. There are no words to describe experience and consciousness, but we label those things because we can. We put labels on those things because we're here. We put labels on those things because we think it's fun. We put labels on those things because we think it's gross that there aren't labels on those things. We do so many silly things that you can call silly, you can call smart, you can call intelligent, there are infinite expansions within this infinite expanse. That's all I'm trying to say, really. And the more we realize that there is nothing to realize, the more we realize that forgiveness is that there is nothing to forgive. Forgiveness is realizing there is nothing to forgive. Realization is realizing there is nothing to realize. We're already here. We are the being. We are doing what we have to do because we're already doing it. You're resonant with this video right now because you thought, oh, he looks cool. That link, I don't know why you clicked on this link. I don't know why you're watching this video. All I know is what I want to do, and that's be alive, and that's record this video right now, and that's be a clear channel for the source to come through and crystallize within the beingness of life. And all that's just nonsensical bullshit that doesn't make any sense to any other being in this universe other than us. We are human beings. We are not aliens. We are not black. We are not white. We are not brown. We are not yellow. We are not red. We are not man, female. We are human beings. I love how Bernie Sanders says human, because we're human beings. We're not human beings. So many people get caught up on the man part of human beings, that we are a man. But that's so ridiculous. There are so many dimensions, so many facets to who we are that we don't need to get caught up on all that. We don't need any of that. The only thing we need is what we are and who we are and what we came here to do. We know who we are. We know what we're doing because it's built in. There is no thing to realize because it's all been realized. The fact that it's all been realized gives me much joy because I know that the more I do, the more I master the fact that I am realizing. The more I do, the more I master being the doer. The more I master being the doer, the more I master doing. The more I master doing, the more I master being a creator. The more I master being a creator, the more I master being the created. There is no sense to be had, but we are sensible beings. Therefore, we must feel through the senses that we gave ourselves. I hope this makes sense, even though hope is a silly, silly, silly term, in my opinion, at this moment, at least. I love you all. I love myself. Namaste.